Fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Backing you. There goes.
Star tonight, you fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun.
Welcome everyone here tonight as we are live right here from Atlanta. Now let me tell you some interesting stuff. Now this is gonna be a great race. This is Old Atlanta. This is the PGR Fight ALS 195, brought to you on the Blackout Racing Network by myself, Brandon Smith. I'm super excited to call this one as it is going to be truly a great night of racing. These guys have been tearing it up, basically. You know, they've had their ups or downs. Now at the end, we're about midway through the season. Points are tighter than ever. Drivers are really getting settled in, and this is where the true spirit comes to play here for all these drivers and what we're going to see. Now there is a 14, the points being as close as ever. Let's go talk about those. Right out the gate, you will notice Jesse Erdman is out front of Brandon Perry. This battle is really getting the heat up. And you got Doug Ward sitting back there with 356 points. But he's looking at Brandon Perry and Jesse Erdman thinking, hey, when are these guys going to make a mistake? And Gabriel Garcia, let's talk about him. He's been fast all season long, but he's been had a rough go in the first part of it, and now he's starting to establish himself as a driver here. He's going to have to really cook it and book it if he wants to get caught up to the front. And, of course, Robert Lawson, Jack Scoville, Elliot Jacobson, Ben Madden, Kurt Bray, and Charles Balance all in that same fight. All scrambling to get the best of the points they can because there is not much left of this season. You got to think about the season ending, you know, when you really start to put it all together. Jamie Pugh, glad to see you in the chat once again. As, you know, when we got the points race, we were talking about how many weeks are left in this. They got 3. Jesse Erdman is staring at his first Cup season championship. So he could become the second ever driver to take not only the Cup Series, but a team championship, or but the Cup 2. So he's won Grand Prix Series before. He's never won the Cup Series that I'm aware of. Now, can he get this one? Possibly. What they're going to have to do is straight up send it. Give it everything you got. If you don't think it's going to work, it probably won't work. But in some cases, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, and if it means cracking a few eggs in the process, so be it. You don't make scrambled eggs without cracking any eggs, so make some scrambled eggs. That's kind of the take on this, as points are ever so critical with only 3 races remaining after this one. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring up. We're gonna go ahead and bring him on up here. We're gonna bring in. Oh my! I gotta jump into another chat. It's actually getting long. We're gonna go ahead and bring up Robert Lawson next and see how he feels about coming into this one. Robert.
Hey.
So coming into this one, the name of the game is points and maximizing with 3 races left. How do you feel coming into this one, being back a little bit on the points race?
I feel jinxed as usual. Don't pick me to win.
Jinxed as, man, he ain't jinxed.
Every time you pick me to win, I do something terrible.
Oh, we haven't been picking anybody to win for lately. So you've been doing great in this season, but, you know, this late is going to be try and watch every step you move and make the smart moves when you can.
Absolutely. Yep. It's all about.
Well, hopefully it works here this time. I mean, it's old Atlanta. The sun is out. I mean, the track is wonderful as always. So hopefully we get to see it tonight.
Yeah, setup's a little pushy, but we'll figure it out. You got to kind of run it like a cookie cutter track, you know.
All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully it works out for you.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for what you do, bud.
Thank you. This is Robert Lawson. Now let's hear from Mike Babchak. Came in a little bit later, but he's back. Let's hear from him. Mascot Mike.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How are you?
Doing pretty good. Now you're out there. You brought the high voltage machine. Now, how did you feel coming into Atlanta?
Honestly, not good.
What do you mean not good?
I don't know if it's this update, the track, what it is that this car just does not want to handle. It's junk, Brandon. Terrible.
So tonight, are you just going to have to ride it out and see what you can make stick?
Unless if I get the team to work on the car to my liking, within the next 25 minutes.
All right, man. Well,
Hey,
I'll
we'll
let
give
you
it
get at it.
the best. Yeah, yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. There you go. That's Mike Babachak and talking about the setup. Not feeling good in the Camaro. Let's hear it from Matthew Gall next. Matthew.
What's up?
Man, what a night. You know, we're coming in here. You're already topping the charts. How do you feel here?
It feels pretty good. You know, it felt a lot better when it was completely cloud covered. But I think that you know, if we stay with a little bit of cloud cover, it's going to be okay. The car is interesting tonight. It's tight and then snapping loose, and so got to be careful with that throttle off. But I feel like I'm pretty fast and sporty, so I should be competitive with these guys tonight.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get to it. Good luck, and hopefully you can get it done tonight.
We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. Matthew Gall already topping the charts early on, and now let's hear from Gabriel Garcia, who's right in fourth place, but we're going to see how he feels. Mr. Gabriel Garcia.
What's going on?
Man, what a night. It's Atlanta. You're sitting up in the top 5 for points. What are you going to have to do tonight to maximize, to try and catch up to Jesse Erzman?
The point is tonight just to keep it clean and run my race and see how it shakes out.
So basically, you're not going to try and lick the stamp and send it. You're just kind of feel it out and see where you can go and send it.
Well, you know how I am. You know I'm gonna send it either way, whether or not I'm points racing or not. But it's gonna be I'm gonna hold a little bit back more than I usually do, at least in these last 4 races.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you get a good point tonight.
Yep, appreciate it.
Thank you. There we go. That was Gabriel Garcia. Now let's hear from Elliot Jacobson. Elliot.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. Hold on, let me just turn. You might want to adjust your mic.
One second.
Are you still there?
How's that?
That is significantly better. So tonight here in Atlanta, how are you feeling?
You know, we haven't had the best races since Martinsville, and so we've kind of gone over our whole race program, and
what button you hit?
I'm thinking we're doing a lot better tonight.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, you still have sound coming through on your end. So yeah, since Martinsville, you haven't been having the best races. What are you? I mean, are you just gonna come in here and try and be as calm as possible?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is I made some small mistakes on pit road and really let it get to my head. So I think tonight is all about just keeping up and not letting small mistakes get to me. Just keep on moving.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get at it. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Thank you. I'll tell you, Jacobson. You see Dakota Collins clocked in, so let's check with him. Dakota. Hello.
Hello.
Man, I'm on a schedule here. Anyway, you're coming into this one, obviously. Wrecking me last night.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I promise I wasn't trying to do that. I just saw an opening and I thought you might give me the room.
Your damage is done and you know you did me dirty.
I'm sorry. I promise I didn't mean to do that.
Do it again. I'm going to write Dory. I'll hook you next time on purpose. I had the opportunity last night.
Enough.
You know that.
Fair enough. I know you did. I saw it a couple times.
So anyway, you're coming in here to Atlanta. You know, obviously it's an old one. You're going to have to use a little bit of throttle control and patience. What's going to be the name of the game here tonight, knowing that it's not been the banner season you've been looking for?
Yeah, honestly, just go out here and just try to put down the best lap, every single lap possible, and try to save tires along the way and see where we're at towards the end, and if we can help ourselves out, we will, and if not, we'll help out our teammates.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck, and don't worry, I'll get even. and
I'll be waiting.
Keep in mind, I run a YouTube channel. I can get even in wicked ways.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Good luck to you, man. Hopefully, have a good race.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So Dakota Collins, yeah, he hooked me last night. I don't know. I don't seem like the type to be a hooker, but he hooked me. Anyway, here tonight we got Charles Balance. Let's hear from him. Chucky.
What's happening, Smith?
Man, you're coming in here. You're in top 10 in points, but you're not at the top. What are you going to do to maximize points here tonight?
Well, we're still getting the kinks out of this new setup, trying to get the wheel back situated with the new engine package, and so I'm just going to just play it safe and just run my race, just try to stay out of trouble and be there at the end.
Yeah, it's definitely not the easiest season for you. Nobody likes to have engine problems from their engine builder mid-season, we should say.
No, and it cost me a lot of money too, so we can't have that anymore. But hopefully we got a good setup for a while, and we'll be able to get a long race life out of it.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor here tonight.
Yes, sir. I love Old Atlanta, and love the 1.5 miles anyway, or the bigger track. So right now I'm running second on the speed chart, so we'll see what happens.
I've won here before. I don't see where the problem is. Good luck.
All right, good luck, bud. Have a good one.
So Charles Balance, I gotta get him out of here. I feel kind of rude, but it is what it is. Here tonight, we're gonna. Oh, I just kind of took his deal. My bad. There we go. We'll get him there. Get him straightened out up to here. Okay, perfect. Got everybody straightened out. Let's hear from Jesse Erdman, top of the charts, late in the season. Let's hear from him. Jesse Erdman.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, here tonight, all eyes on you as you are the current points leader. And not by much, I should say. You got Brandon Perry chomping the bit. What's the name of the game here tonight just to maintain the amazing season you're having so far?
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty sick tonight, so it's gonna be like a survival thing for me tonight.
Man, tough it up. You'll be fine.
I'm here. What else do you want me to do? I'm gonna try.
I would recommend an ice pack on the back of your neck if you feel a little hot, and then take it off periodically, and or just tough it out. You'll be fine.
I'm trying. We'll see.
Well, needless to say, you have no excuses. NASCAR guys can race the entire race with no heat or no cool air blowing on them at COTA. I'm sure you got this.
That's true. Well, if I start blowing the cold air, then I'll start chattering.
All right.
So we'll see.
Good luck to you, man, here tonight. Hopefully you can get it done and get some points, solid points here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Jesse Urban, a little bit under the weather. Now let's hear from let's hear from Doug Ward next. Dougie boy.
Hey there.
Man, what a night it is. Can you believe it? It's Old Atlanta. Just when you thought it was out, everybody keeps dragging it back in. How do you feel here?
Well, it certainly feels more stable than it did last time we tried coming here. A little too stable, in my opinion. Now the car is tight, so it's not gonna snap around on you as easy, but it's, unimaginably tight, which feels like is always the case in these next gens, but it's definitely I'm feeling like the kind of groove that I need to be in to just run consistent laps, which I think is going to be a whole lot more important than running fast laps here. And yeah, I think it's feeling okay.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get out of here. Good luck, and hopefully it feels good by the end of the night.
We'll see.
All right, thank you. That's Doug Ward. Now let's hear from Zach Crabtree. See how he's feeling. Zach, attack. Oh, Zach. Hello. Going once, going twice. Back down to the guys. All right, so Zach is elected not to partake in driver interviews. Here tonight, let's just say, yeah, get vertigo like Bowman. I'll take the points. All right. I'll take some points too. Oh, you got Ivan and Sean. Let's hear from Ivan. Ivan. Oh. What? Hello, my friend. How you feeling? Hello. Ivan, you okay, buddy? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Ivan, can you hear me? Ivan? All right, I guess he's busy with doing some other stuff. We're going to take a brief commercial break from the ALS Association. That's right. If you know a loved one struggling with the ALS, well, this association helps them out. That's right. I put a special link in the description where you can pass a donation to the ALS Association. Pass your donation today. It's for a good cause, as to help anyone struggling with this horrible disease, as some drivers and men and women around the world are very well aware of it, commonly known as the Lou Gehrig's disease. So help the fight and hit that link in the description. Pass your donation today, and it will go to a great cause. But right now, we're going to go take a brief commercial break. And don't go anywhere.
These mortals have awakened the gods of old. We rise from our slumber to reveal our true power. Focus fire.
we are back here, and yeah, he told me to leave the shop door open. I thought that was the under the impression. Nah, I'm just kidding. I let him borrow it. He said he had some testing to do, but little did I know he was going to take the number, and also little did I know he was going to throw it in a Chevy, and I run Camrys. So, it's the number 1 on the Busch Light machine. So he actually does not have the number 12. He has the number 1 here. As this one is really shaping up to be pretty interesting. To see who's going to conquer this one. Some people might be battling with the iRacing server right now to get in here, as iRacing recently had an update. Let's go into this one. We're going to talk about Old Atlanta. We're going to go to the race info and see what we got cooking here at Prime Grid Racing. Here tonight, it is going to be a wild week 13 here at PGR. This 1.5 mile track is going to deliver a 102-degree track temp down here in Georgia. It is 76 degrees, cloudy with a little bit of wind, and by a little bit, I mean 4 mile an hour, which is a little bit. It will affect the car's ability to turn, which these drivers could be establishing as it just being tight. So that could be explained exactly that reason, is if the wind is blowing out of the wrong direction, you are going to see it how it affects it. I know he tried to pull a fast one on us, didn't he? Little does he know, I got a tracker and FBI called in on it. Don't worry, we'll have it back in no time. We'll be back next for the start of the season. That officials that we got to run. As I do, I want to double check myself, and it turns out I actually got 3rd place in Next Gen Cup points for official A Open Series. If anyone ever wants to race me, that's where you can find me, usually on a Friday night. Just saying, I bring nothing but the best to that series. Now let's go into this one. We're going to have to get this out of the way now. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem, done by Miss Angie Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous o'er the ramparts we won, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What a great national anthem done by Miss Angie Johnson. Now, we're going to talk to the Ruger man, Jack Scoville, to see how he feels here tonight. Jack. Yo, you don't know Jack. Hello. Mr. Jack? All right. I guess he is not really into it here tonight. Yes, play ball. As yes, we have you go to the spotter stand, Jamie. It is not so much to have you there as it is for an exercise program. We've seen how many steps you got to go up to get up to some of these spotter stands. It's a new exercise program by the Blackout Motorsports, the Blackout Racing Network, and Blackout Motorsports, designed to keep all spotters in shape by doing rigorously going up a ton of steps. Just saying, Jamie, we're doing it for your own good, buddy. It's meant to help that old heart pumping. Purple Polar Bear, glad to see you in the chat. Yes, play ball as, oh my goodness, I'm not at Target Center or Target Field here in Minneapolis. I think the Twins are actually playing down in Florida this time of year, though. Still showing quite a few drivers logged in. We're still expecting to see more. Landon Bednar's just arrived. Jimmy Emos is here at the track. Ready to see what he can do against these guys. He has his moments when he's doing great and other moments when he's not doing the best. So we'll find out how he fares at the end of the race. We're still watching drivers clock in. There is the points leader, the number 45, Jesse Erdman. Currently running ninth on the board. As you see him getting down and dirty with it looks like Elliott Jenkinson and Matthew Gall. Drivers will have to, oh my goodness, it just got tight on him there. So dirty air might be a trick here tonight. But we are moments away, and we are sitting just about 11 minutes away from going green qualifying here at Prime Grid Racing. It is kind of like a good luck driver, but I think we just lost him its effect. Hopefully we don't have a curse or something now on it. As we do see quite a few drivers just sitting there in the pits, maybe trying to dial in some last-minute adjustments. We're 11 minutes away. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stick around for this brief message from ALS Association.
Just wish he knew. just wish he knew.
All right, I am back here I'm back here in the booth. Yes, when we want to talk about superstitions, okay, I'm actually becoming I'm on the borderline. I'm superstitious, but I'm not. So, let's just say this. If I have a bad or like absolutely terrible race after I change out a livery or something, I get rid of the livery. I have a deal. Like, if that livery didn't work, I blame it on the livery. So I'll actually come out the next week with a new livery. Also, if when it comes to gloves-wise, I have to have like a certain pair of gloves on if I actually have a pair of gloves on during the race. It can't be any different than what it has to be a special pair of gloves. Also, I have another superstition that Jamie might know about this one, but I have to listen to music before the race. If I don't listen to music before the race, it gets me on edge a little bit to a point where it actually really bad. So I have to hear a certain song in that time period too. It happens to be APT. I know it sounds like a kid's one, but it has to be that song or Bangin'. And if I don't hear either one of those two songs, typically I'm like, okay, I get a little bit more edgy than normal. So I have to hear those two songs or at least something similar to them in order to really be at peace during the race. Otherwise, I'm completely flustered a little bit. As a lot of times, Jamie, I think, will know I'm actually listening to Spotify while I'm talking or something, just to hear the rhythm that I need to hear beforehand. Yes, crazy driver suspicions. Yes, Jamie. Yes, it's got to be those two songs. As it looks like Brandon Perry finally made it to the track. He downloaded all 150 gigs of data he needed to download for my racing before the race. We do see Thomas Meeks down in one of the chats, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in with him and see how he's feeling. Thomas Meeks.
Hello.
I'd like to thank you for the barbecue grill back and magically appeared.
You're welcome.
But here tonight, I mean, you're coming into Old Atlanta. Obviously, you know this track. You are comfortable on these intermediates. How do you feel about this one tonight?
Feel pretty good. I do like this track. I love the old style of Atlanta than the new. Definitely test your skill out. Try to see who can save tires the best and everything like that. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, it's not easy to get a. Cody, get out of here. No,
I'm in the Dub Racing chat.
Get out of here. There we go. I took care of it. Don't worry. As I had to use a different one, but with the older tracks, I feel like they're a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
As I've even had a win here. Would you get out of here? Wait your
Yeah,
turn.
I don't believe it.
All right. I'll get you out of here and interview Cody so he stops jumping in here. Good luck there, Thomas.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. That's Thomas Meeks. Now it's your turn. All right. You happy there, Taylor?
We're not in the right chat. We're not in the right chat. We're in Dub Racing. Where's the commentator's booth?
I have to jump down to a different one. I'll explain it to you later.
Technical difficulties.
Don't make me. You know what? You're done. There we go. I settled that one. I'm going up to the commentator booth and he can bite me here tonight. There we go. Now we're pretty good, man. Just right because it's always drag time at the end of it. All right, Cody. Are you done now? Hello.
I'm just not used to the scenery. I'm not in the commentator booth where I can see all the screens.
I have to pick a random one when I'm in my booth. I can't pull drivers into my booth. But anyway,
Oh, man.
you're coming in here to old Atlanta. How do you feel?
Feeling old at Old Atlanta. You know, it's a good track. It's still fun with the old layout. So should be a fun time.
All right, yeah, it's notoriously, it's a little bit one of those tracks that you gotta drive. It's a learn to love it type track.
Yeah, a little greasy. You know, you have to, kind of keep the tires under you, have a good time. So I'm excited for it, though. It should be a good race. Hopefully, we put on a good show for you. It's not like Daytona where it gets a little boring and everybody's getting a nap in. Hopefully, they keep this exciting.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. So Cody Geller telling us hopefully it doesn't get too boring. And now we're going to talk to the sponsor of tonight's race, Brandon Perry, and see how he's feeling. Brandon Perry.
What's up, Brandon Smith?
Man, what a night. It is the fight for ALS. Pass the donations now. Put their link in the description to hit that link. Pass on some dollars to the ALS Association. But Brandon Perry tonight, how are you feeling coming into this one?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've always liked this layout, always liked this track. So just got to get out here and kind of get the car underneath me. Got to basically just check on this setup and see how the setup's feeling. But I've always loved this track, to be honest. I think much better 1.5 mile, track back in the day than it is now. I know a lot of people enjoy the super speedway style racing that is there now, but this old school track is just amazing. So either way, I'm out here looking to have some fun tonight, but definitely pretty confident. The last time we were here, I finished second. So I'm going to look to continue that streak up, see if I can get on the podium again. We definitely need some big points here to try to catch up to Jesse tonight. So I'll be looking to push the limit. And, with 4 races left, I know he's a great friend of mine and been my teammate for all these years. But if we get around each other, I'm pretty much going to be pushing the limits against him to try to get by him. So all gloves off at this point. Still going to be clean over fast like we are in this league. But with only 4 races left, we're running out of time, especially going into Coda next week, where obviously he's a road course specialist. So, yeah, we're going to get after it tonight, and looks like we got a great field here tonight, so I'm definitely excited to be here.
All right, got to cut you short, man. Good luck.
Well, hey, also quickly before I go, this is the PGR Fight ALS race, and, obviously a real big deal to me. Unfortunately lost my dad to ALS. And, Jack Scoville's dad is fighting ALS as well. So it's definitely something that's huge to the league. So, yep, go on over and donate some money to the ALS Foundation. They are the main foundation that's out there fighting this disease. And then if you also want to look at some other great people, you can go to ccals.org. And that's the compassionate care people of ALS. And they're also helping a lot of great people. So, definitely, like I said, the race means a lot to me tonight, and we're going to go out there and try to put on a show for these ALS patients.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and thank you for that. Yes, I do got to get you out of here, because if I don't hear 3 words tonight, I'm canceling all the points.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. So Brandon Perry letting it happen, and now we're going to bring up Jamie Pugh. We're going to play our little game. Jamie.
Brandon Smith.
Oh, man. Okay, so tonight, we gotta hear 3 little words here tonight. We've been doing it week in, week out. All right, we're gonna have to do this kind of quick. So we're gonna play Duck Duck Great Duck.
Sure.
All right. When you hear the word Great Duck, you're gonna get a driver. You're gonna pick out a driver down in the chat, minus Ben Madden, of course, and Jimmy, because I don't think Jimmy chats anyway. So you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got your driver in mind?
Yes, sir.
All right, Duck, Duck, Goose.
Brandon Perry.
All right, oh, really? All right, we'll bring him on up. He's got it. Brandon Perry.
What's up?
Tonight, you have been selected to be the Grand Marshal here at the network.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's
now,
do it.
Brandon Perry knows I'm going to do this.
Now.
I will delete every point from this race if we don't hear it. Now, we're thinking of 3 little words. Jamie's going to give you some clues, and you're going to say those 3 little words.
Oh, I already know it. He doesn't even have to tell me that. Ready? Are you guys ready?
All right, let it happen, man.
All right, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, by the grace of God, we're going to fire it up tonight. Let's hear the crowd. Drivers, start your engines!
All right, I dig the energy. Wow, he actually did a pretty good job. What do you think, Jamie?
It's the best one besides me yet.
Okay, so do the drivers get to keep their points, Jamie?
No, only Perry.
All right. Hey, Perry, I guess you got that edge you needed. Good luck to you.
Pumped up.
Good luck. And Brandon Perry and Jamie Pugh, everybody. Jamie Pugh happens to be the resident spotter for Brandon Perry, if Perry actually listens. Good luck, boys. Right. Have some fun.
Donate to the...
All right, I got to cut him out. There we go. They are ready to rock and roll here tonight. And qualifying has begun, and he is getting after it early. Thomas Biggs, provisional pole. Jesse Urban right behind. You want to know the gap? 0.05 the gap between those two. Matthew Gall right behind them, 0.06. Cody Sanderson bringing something to the table, 0.08 behind. As Doug Ward with 0.26. We're close in the times as they're really getting after it early on and showing us they do got some pace here tonight. Zachary Crabtree came in P7. Looks like Dakota Collins, Jonathan Wiley, Cody Keller, Jack Scoville, Landon Bednarz, Matt Fleming, all getting ready to log into this thing, get clocked in and get a good night out of them. I do see Landon Bednarz on track as we got 7 drivers qualified so far. Another one comes in as it looks like Matt Fleming goes P5. Jonathan Wiley goes up to P7 now. Ben Madden is on track. Cody Keller goes P10. Dakota Collins, went to, where did Collins go? Collins went up to P6. See a few others. You got about 9 or 10 more drivers left to qualify here. Brandon Perry's stepping on track. There's Bednarz. Cody Keller goes P5. Collins goes P5. He improves it a little bit. Matt Fleming looks like he might have already did his couple, so he is P7. We'll see as he crosses the line if that was his final lap or not. Looks like it was, so he's going to probably lay down some more laps. See it arrived late. Brandon Perry is on his flying lap, it looks like. There's Jack Scoville bringing it out in the official Fight ALS configurations machine. Gabriel Garcia is stepping out on the track for the first time here tonight. Charles Balance is coming out. Looks like Scoville. So you've seen somebody jump up there. Looks like Brandon Perry, P7. Currently, as he's gonna bring it around. Looks like he's coming around 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. It's a little trick about 1 and 2. You got to kind of roll that one along with 3 and 4. And the low side is actually surprisingly the tire saver, and the high side is the one where you really get some speed. It's like Brandon Perry is done with his qualifying run. Matt Fleming is in P8 now. Charles Balance is going to look to come across the line next. Comes out of 4. No contact with the wall. Good exit. Is he going fast enough to take over the lead of this race? He is not. He goes P2. Charles Balance with an amazing P2 qualifying so far. I know he's been hunting down a pole award here this season. You just got to have a smooth exit here. Get it down and dirty on the low side there. No improvement out of balance as he goes P2 still for this qualifying run. Mascot Mike, Robert Lawson, Elliot Jacobson, Jack Scoville, Jimmy Emos, and Landon Bednar's all looking like they're sitting in the pits right now. I don't know what's going on there. As we still got the rest of them left to qualify. Don't go anywhere. We're waiting. The countdown to the green flag is moments away. And on pole, it'll be Thomas Biggs with Charles Balance in the front row. Then it'll be behind them will be Jesse Ehrman, Matthew Gall. Row 3 is going to be Cody Sanderson and Dakota Collins. Then we go back. Row 4, Cody Keller, Brandon Perry. Behind them in row 5, it'll be Matt Fleming and Jonathan Wiley that make the come through the field there. Gabriel Garcia and Ben Madden bring up row 6. Back in row 7, it'll be Doug Ward and Ivan Deshawn, followed by Zachary Crabtree and Landon Bednarz in row 8. Then we got Robert Lawson and Jack Scoville alongside one another in row 9, followed by Elliot Jacobson and Mike the Mascot in row 10. And bringing up the rear will be that 67 of Jimmy Emos, looking to kind of shut it down, and he's got the first challenge here. For everybody watching, thank you, and everything you guys do out there. Without you guys, we would not be fighting the good fight here for ALS here tonight, as I'd probably just not do it anymore. So without those fans in the stands and the seats, I would still not be doing this. Shout out to my loving wife Jenna, who happens to be at work right now watching. Hopefully she's enjoying the field, and for all these drivers that show up to give you guys one of the best shows on the planet. Hang on your hats, because we're about ready to come to the green flag for the first time here tonight in the Fight ALS 195. Time to turn it up.
We used to look up at the sky and wonder at our place in the stars.
This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it.
The end is in our sights.
The future is already here.
No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed.
Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself.
I can see the end inside.
Three, two, one. Hardwired.
That pace car comes up. We come to the gently restart zone. Green flag flies, and we are racing here at Old Atlanta. It's, oh my goodness. We have a big wreck already right out the gate, and this time by none other than Charles Balance back here. Let's go take a look at this restart. Massive car pileup right out the gate. Let's go see this one. We're going to rewind a little bit. Right out the gate, trouble strikes early. Let's go to this one here. We're going to go into the far chase. You see Charles Balance as he hit the gas. That car might have spun a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him. You can see it get loose right out the gate. Go back here to Ben Madden. We can see the actual wreck. So Balance, Erdman both get loose. And that's where everything gets going here. It looks like as drivers were trying to find their way through, the bumping and banging began. And oh my, Ben Madden right in the mix. Nowhere really to go at that point. You're kind of locked into going one direction. The rest of the drivers just kind of funnel their way through. As we were under caution early on here tonight. Heavy damage on that 41 machine as he plowed the wall here. Don't go anywhere, race fans. It's a wild one here tonight. As we're going to go to a brief commercial break from the ALS Association. restart
Green's
zone
out,
one more
green
time.
flag,
Green
green
flag flies, and we are racing here once again. Drivers getting a little bit more settled in now that now they know what to expect with them. Thomas Biggs, Cody Keller, Cody Sanderson, Brandon Perry, and Matt Fleming all up front in the top 5 here. Brandon Perry, of course, looking to do well here. He's done very well in the past. Have pretty good success here. Now 3 wide across the line. Doug Ward looking to kind of capitalize. 3 wide, turn to 1 and 2. And keep it clean off of one another. And drivers do have to work their way through the turns and navigate this one. Tire wear is going to be a big issue, I feel like, here at Old Atlanta, as it commonly has been. Keller, there's Meeks, Keller, Doug Ward, and Perry. Perry has an inside line. He's going to make a stick. He's just going to try and ride this one out and maybe save some tires, but I would probably bank on. We're not going to have a stage caution or anything in this style of racing that these guys do. You won't really be able to get any time to just relax and be comfortable. As Thomas Biggs is starting to pull away, Cody Keller, Doug Ford, Matt Fleming all right in the mix with Brandon Perry there. Of course, you got Landon Bednarz, Gabriel Garcia, Dakota Collins. All battling out. Ivan Deshawn is in this mix amazingly. As Ivan Deshawn brought the second Busch Light machine to come to the stage here. He's really giving us something to think about there. Jonathan Wiley, Matthew Gall, Zachary Crabtree, Robert Lawson, Elliot Jacobson, Jesse Erdman. Mascot Mike had trouble early. Jimmy Emos, of course, way down. Ben Madden kind of patched up. Charles Ballin still in the pit. It could have been an engine failure. He was talking about it beforehand, where he's been having some difficulty with his tech. Is that the case? It just might be, as we're waiting for a report. As a few guys are establishing technical difficulties. We're kind of going back here and taking a look as Meeks, Keller, Ward, Fleming, Bednarz. No surprise there. 4 flagship drivers up in front of this one. Brandon Perry is back in 5th place. Dakota Collins. The battle at the back is where it's at. I tell you what, Brandon Perry defends against Dakota Collins and Gabriel Garcia, both Ratio Racing. Now Jack Scoville is another PGR member, so PGR and Ratio Racing going at it here. Scoville looking to the high side, hoping there was a mix-up there. There's not. Draft is actually helping to be a benefit to those 3 drivers. Brandon Perry's just kind of sitting this one out. He's being patient, letting the tires come in. It's a smart move. Let these guys burn it up. Let them eat them up. Let them eat them alive. Who cares? Let it just go. We're watching back here because honestly, this is where the fun racing is anyway right now. Dakota Collins, Scoville, Garcia, Perry, Sanderson all lined up. Of course, Matt Gall, Jonathan Wiley in this fight. I'm Deshawn, Robert Lawson. Lawson steadily catching up. They got an Elliot Jacobson kind of drifting backwards. There's Jesse Erdman, who had issues right out the gate. Zachary Crabtree, same scenario, a few of these guys. No surprise there with Jimmy. He's in the back again. As Thomas Biggs is all the way up front right now with Keller. And Keller, of course, trying to establish the line here. Can't quite get it. And of course, if Thomas Meeks wins here tonight, it would be 4 in a row. So somebody please shut him down. Please, I beg of you, shut him down. As he definitely won at Vegas, he won at Daytona. He's got one other one. Let's go to the schedule and go take a look here. Oh, he also won at Texas, so he would have won 4 races. And then, of course, he was not back for the Texas race. And then he came back officially on the 11th week and won his 2-time set. So drivers have to find a way to get him. Doug Ward, of course, challenging Cody Keller now for the battle for P2. Looks like Matt Fleming and Landon Bednar's behind, though. The field is actually starting to spread out here. Except for back here. That's Gabriel Garcia's kind of on his own now. And behind him now is Cody Sanderson, Matthew Gall, Jonathan Wiley, and Robert Lawson did manage to catch that field. Brandon Perry sitting back a little bit. I don't know what's going on with this 21. Not the same pace we're used to seeing out of him. Might just be remaining kind of reserved, knowing the tire wear. Maybe he knows something other drivers don't. Looks like Sean is going to let Jesse Erdman by. Sean did arrive a little bit late, and he's kind of hearing the mic stuff. Might be a problem, so. We're just going to kind of let the cameras roll here. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for this brief commercial break from the ALS Association. All right, we are back, and it looks like Doug Ward lost track on that leader. You see, looks like Charles Ballard did get a refire back up. Currently trying to battle back into this thing as he's going to have a long, grueling run. As he was in the pit for a while, I don't know if he had the. Looks like he's got some damage already back on that number 41 on the front right. Not a place you want damage. His drivers are starting to get really spread out here already. Not a whole lot of fight going on, so let's just go and see where the camera takes me here. That's Robert Boston, actually. Looks like Charles Ballard's starting to work through the field a little bit. Looks like Doug Ward, Dakota Collins, and Jack Scoville are working around Mascot Mike. having some good little battles going on back here. This is the battle for 5th place. As Doug Ward has been showing continuous pace. And he does have the front right. He did make contact with the wall a little bit, so that could be affecting it a little bit, but not much. See drivers electing to try that high side. You know, that could be a bad move on the same aspect. It looks like Scoville gets loose, mows the lawn a little bit. Bednarz goes underneath Fleming to take over the 3rd place spot. Fleming gets loose, has to back out. Drivers elected to save the car here, so they are driving clean. They don't want to see a caution come out. We're 26 laps into this 130 lap race. As drivers are still trying to navigate it, you do see a little bit of struggle with the car getting tight. The drivers that can adjust to that are going to do very well, and drivers that don't know how to, you just pack it up, go to the hall with it, because it's not going to be a good night if you can't control it. See Jack Scoville having that front right damage. There's Robert Lawson doing pretty good here. Drivers are falling back. You know, it's not a good night for a few drivers, as they're definitely having some trouble. You see the 1 in 78 there, that is Jonathan Wiley and Matthew Gall. Matthew Gall making the pass. He's kind of remaining really reserved too, because they feel like he's got a little bit more speed than what he cares to show right now, but he's not showing all his cards just yet, I don't think. As he was nearly the fastest in practice. So he could have a good long run pace. Dakota Collins did manage to get around Doug Ward. Looks like Matthew Gall might be trying to make a charge here late, 29 laps in, going 30 laps in now. It looks like Mascot Mike is going to need to be a little bit careful here, as looks like Jesse Erdman's looking to make get around him next. Jesse Urban gets underneath. He's still up in the top 10 now. Some pretty good racing back here. Looks like Cody Keller has been kind of trying to catch up to Thomas Meeks. Doing okay. I mean, he's not there yet. It looks like Thomas Meeks is trying to rip that high side. Cody Keller is remaining kind of reserved on it. The gap does close up. It's 0.3 the gap. Of course, you got Matthew Fleming and Landon Bednarz, Dakota Collins now out in the front 5. Doug Ward, Cody Sanderson, Jesse Erdman, Matthew Gall, all right there. Still seeing the leaders kind of within a second of one another. Landon Bednar is really falling off now as he's 2.8 back behind Fleming. He's 3.7 behind the leader. Got to be careful. We should start seeing pit stops in no time. Don't go anywhere here as back out of his brief message from the ALS Association.
Deep once again, my heart is breaking. It hurts when you lie all the time. Can't feel it.
Can't take a break here. Doug Ward getting passed by Jesse Erdman as Erdman looking to come back into the charge. Here it looks like Matthew Gall is also going to come right along with him. Gall and looks like Wiley. Wiley's going to come underneath Ward. Ward is in trouble. He's off pace. Don't know where it's going to go. Did he wear out that tires? Might be tires there. Babinchak high up into the wall. Looks like Elliot Jacobson's right behind Babinchak now. So you got to be really, really careful. There's Garcia way back. Along with Brandon Perry's way back. And there's Ivan Deshawn. Zachary Crabtree, Mike Babinchak. All right, there we go. We are all just excited here as kind of staying close knit here. Cody Keller might have saved just enough tire to go get Thomas Meeks. But it might be a little bit too little too late as, oh, there we go, put that back up. I hit the wrong button here. So now they're gonna work around Jimmy Emos. And Jimmy, of course, sitting way back, 3 laps down, is steadily losing more and more time. Seeing Zachary Crabtree and Charles Balance in the pit. Of course, in the meantime, Keller lost a lot of pace working through lap traffic on Meeks and is back to a 0.2 gap. Did we see a new leader? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It's hard to tell. 2 Wheels America's cars out in front. We'll let them kind of battle right here. We're going to go to the Get Loud zone. Here as the battle continues here at Atlanta. check this out. The pit stops have begun here. Matt Fleming's going to go out and take over the lead of this race. In the meantime, looks like Jesse Urban is going to come through with Matthew Gall and Jonathan Wiley. Of course, you got to remember a couple of the guys were involved in that early on wreck. Right out the gate, coming across the finish line there. Other than that, they've had a big run of green flags here. If you're interested in this style racing and you want to see more of it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Also, if you want to get involved with PGR, what you're gonna have to do is hit the special little link that I'm about ready to send through the chat here. Hit that link, get involved, and you will be able to race with. If you want to race against one of some of your favorite drivers, then there you go. But right now, here they're getting ready to unload the next season, which is going to bring out a new one that has not been on stream yet, and that is the NASCAR Gen 6 coming next season, season 11. Matthew Gall and Jonathan Wiley still out front, now out in front, as we have had a few lead changes now with Thomas Meeks having to take a pit. Of course, the pit cycle will begin, and a few drivers will get their lap back, as that is currently what's happening. Matthew Gall is going to elect to stay out, as now we're nearly 50 laps into this thing. So Matthew Gall might elect to come down pit road here soon, which is going to have to. So might have just almost ran out of fuel there. They come down to pit road. That's where Thomas Meeks is going to probably regain the lead at. It's all a matter of whether or not Gall can beat him out of the pits. So Matthew Gall just now entered his pit stall. He missed. Gall with a pit mistake. Meeks is going to come around. He's going to regain the lead here. So Matthew Gall with the pit mistake. As we've seen here, Meeks is going to come around, regain the lead. Fleming's right behind him by 2.4 seconds. Then it's Cody Keller. Of course, Keller with the shortest pit stop, and he's out in third yet.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And a big yellow comes out, and that is going to rattle the field. It looks like Mascot Mike. Let's go take a look and see what happened with Mascot Mike. What brought out tonight's second caution here. It looks like just on. Oh my. Coming off pit road. Came off pit road and up into the race surface. Bringing out tonight's second caution as he had to come to a complete stop. So that'll shake up the field. As now we're under caution, it's going to be Thomas Meeks and Matt Fleming on this restart. Don't go anywhere.
Let me take you for a ride, dancing with the lights, our hearts beating like a drum tonight.
As we come to the gently restart zone, here we
Green
go.
flag,
Green
green
flag
flag.
flies. It looks like John Biggs out in front once again. Landon Bednar is going to come through and follow him there. As Thomas Meeks is going to pretty much begin his run, it looks like Landon Bednar and Cody Keller kind of battling out for the second place spot. And check this out, though. It looks like Matthew Gall, nearly four wide back behind. I'm in the wrong spot of the track here. This is where the Hornets' nest is. Matthew Gall is working around 3 or 4 different drivers and has a great restart here. He does see Landon Bednar's out in front. You got Doug Ward now. Doug Ward, of course, all patched up. Gonna throw it in on the inside of Gall. Gall might have an answer for this one. 3 wide near the back with Robert Shaw, Gabriel Garcia, and Cody Keller. Drivers are trying to keep it down on the track and maybe try and save some tire here. But they might have also established where the car is fast at. Matthew Gall and Doug Ward and Robert Shaw battling it out for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place spot. There goes Bednar's and Thomas Meeks out leading the way. He says, go ahead, guys. Battle this around. I'm just going to take over the lead, and I'm going to go ahead and run. Landon Bednar, of course, taking a different approach, trying to take the high side line to make the car fast out the gate, but is it going to work? You know, we got 56 laps into a 130 lap race. Drivers have got to establish that rhythm, and Matthew Gall is actually steadily catching on Landon Bednar's now. So Gall might have something in the tank, as he has had a previous race win. I could have sworn, but he's came close. So Matt Gall is trying to establish a good rhythm, I think. As he just stays right on Bednar's, keeps that gap close. It's about 0.3 right now. And it's kind of closing in a little bit, down to 0.2 at times, 0.1. As right now, he is right there with Bednar's at every turn, and they are using the draft a little bit up the straights. Bednar's high up into the wall. High up into the wall again. Heavy damage to that number 16. That is not going to help him out as Doug Ward takes over that position, it looks like. Now Bednar's is in trouble. See Cody Keller sticking right with that pack. He's just staying right in the draft. Matt Fleming works his way through. He's going to try and work around Cody Keller back in the 5th and 6th place spot. Of course, top 5 at the end of the night comes up here for a driver interview. Thomas Meeks, of course, 1.1 the gap now, and he is flying. Landon Bednar's gets really tight, high up to the wall. Really going to slow him down. He was inches away from another problematic time there. This is sort of happened with Zachary Crabtree as he's in the pits. Let's go back and take a look at that. We're going to take a look and see exactly what happened with Crabtree. It looks like Crabtree was trying to battle with Mascot Mike, gets loose. High up into the wall, stopped on the race surface. That should have brought out a caution, but he kept it rolling. As they all come by, so nope, we're gonna stay alive here. Keep that one going as Crabtree. Tough go of a self-spin that managed to get the car down below the apron. That might have saved the caution there. Matthew Gall, of course, now chasing down Thomas Meeks. The gap has closed to 0.6. Of course, Matthew Gall was leading in practice. He's good on long runs. Doesn't he have something here tonight? Thomas Meeks, of course, has led 58 of the 163 that we ran. It's all going to be a matter of pit stop strats here. Gall, of course, on the first pit stop, you've seen him make a mistake. He's got to minimize mistakes here tonight. You cannot get complacent. You got to hit your box. You got to hit it almost perfect. As it's not pleasant when you miss your box. It does cost him some time. And now he's really shortened up the gap down to 0.3, 0.4 the gap. Narrowed by 0.2. Gets a little loose on the exit there of turns 1 and 2. Of course, Landon Bednar is struggling right now as he's got the right front damage. Matthew Fleming, no damage, but he's battling it out with Doug Ward and Cody Keller. As Ward caught on Keller on the low side, so he gives that position up. Looks like Brandon Perry steadily working his way back through the field. As he finds himself up into 14th. Perry gets loose. Right at the going to the triangle, and yellow flag flies. Jonathan Wiley. Jonathan Wiley brings out the second one, and let's go take a look at this. Wiley just gets loose. high up into the wall, going all the way around on the front stretch in the triangle. So trouble for driver of that number 1, Jonathan Wiley. Thomas Biggs obviously did not want to see that caution come out. But we're 67 laps in, just over the halfway here. And on the restart, it could be Wiley and Meeks, depending on how. I'm pretty sure a few of these drivers are going to elect to take a pit stop here. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned after this brief message from the ALS Association.
Oh, hi! It's me again. I missed you. You remember me, right? I'm not only there at night. You seem a little nervous in your head. It's like a creepy circus. Are you ready for the show? Now tell me, where did all your courage go? I'm back. Boom. I control you just as in a game. But don't try to fight me back. You can't break me. Try it, and you shall see. I'm back. Boom. You are unprepared. I would swear you are pretty scared. It is like a magic show, a darker flow. I won't let you go. I'm here. I control you just as in a game. But don't try to fight me back. You can't break me. Try it, and you shall see. I'm back. Boom.
As we come to the line one more time, green flag's gonna
Green
fly
flag, green
here
flag.
high up in the drone. And we are racing here once again. Thomas Biggs, Matt Fleming out in front with Cody Keller, Landon Bednar right there. Doug Ward, Jack Scoville. Then we got Jesse Irvin, Gabriel Garcia back in this fight again. So drivers are remaining a little bit more reserved now as they've figured out how to run here. Matt Fleming, of course, regained the lead, battled it out with fellow teammate Thomas Biggs. So it looks like Biggs has the edge, gets slipped right up into the deal, cuts off the door.
Yellow flag is out.
And look at that. Keller and Bednarz go around, and it is under caution once again. Looked like it fell back here a little bit. Let's go back and take a look at this one. We're going to rewind. Guys, see what led up to this incident here from the far chase. Because it might have just been a matter of Keller getting loose on the exit here. He's coming up on turn 2. Wonder if that's what the case is, because usually it doesn't happen that way. Looks like he might have got loose here. Look, oh, Bednarz is coming up. Keller's coming up. Bednarz is going to try to squeeze it. And team on team crime here at the network. We haven't got to see this in a lot. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even prepared for this. Team on team crime. As do I still have it? Hold on, I got this one done here. It is a team on team crime here, so don't worry, I got this one done as here we go. That's right, team on team crimes here get a siren as Keller and Bednarz make contact, and I'll just say somebody wound up on the losing end of that. Meeks and Fleming out in front. Doug Ward and Jack Scoville, of course, looking to capitalize and maybe get a good jump on this restart. Don't go anywhere, race fans, as we're not over just yet. This one could come down to the wire, hopefully. Don't go anywhere.
If you're someone who needs to hear this, take a breath. For those who put others first when their own world's a mess. For anyone who feels like they're near the end, this one's for you. This one's for you. Want you to take one breath, take one step, and never say never. Things will get better. Only takes one day to rewrite your fate. Know that you'll find your way. Wherever you are, I hope you're listening. I hope you're living out your life. Wherever you are, I know you'll make it. Hold on to faith and you'll survive. Wherever you are, I hope you're listening. I hope you're living out your life. Wherever you are, I know you'll make it. Hold on to faith and you'll survive. Wherever you are. Know that you'll find your way. Wherever you are.
We're coming to the green flag once again, and there it goes. Gently called game on. Here in Atlanta, Matt Fleming winds up out front of Thomas Meeks. Meeks and Fleming, of course, battling this one out for the lead. And Meeks is kind of hoping for that, hoping to regain it as Matt Fleming's got that high side run. And he does regain it. Meeks has got to come up, gets across the nose, and Fleming shuts it down. As now it just put Meeks into his comfort zone. Fleming's, of course, going to come back underneath. It looks like the low side might be coming around for getting gripped up. As Fleming and Meeks are battling this now. Of course, late in the run, now Fleming takes over the lead. Scoville's back here waiting for these guys to maybe hopefully make a mistake. As he wants to hear the siren come back out, I think. Fleming tightens up, Meeks regains the lead, and does Scoville get the advantage? No. Scoville cannot capitalize on Meeks getting a little bit loose through there. Not much, he got a little bit loose, you can see it from up here. Or he tightened up, one of the two. It's one of the, I can't tell the difference from up here. But Fleming, Scoville, and Ward all lined up with Dakota Collins. Dakota Collins chasing down the top 5. We're coming late in the game. It's 78 laps into a 130 lap race. It gets to be a long race. Drivers typically will be struggling with a little bit of heat, depending on what kind of setup they have for their rig. Of course, Thomas Biggs is sweating the bullet as he's staying out in front of Fleming right now. See Scoville and Jack Scoville is actually coming into the picture now. As he's, if you look at the car, Fight ALS, it says it right there. That's right, this race, a Fight ALS race and a Fight ALS car is in top 3 for the ALS Association. Of course, Jack Scoville doing a great job just keeping it under control even. He's a tremendous competitor. I've raced against him. He is absolutely blistering pace sometimes. Matt Fleming tries the inside line on Meeks once again. Does not quite get it. Contact between the two. And Scoville takes full advantage, comes up in there. Fleming on the back end, and Scoville takes over the lead. Scoville with a big lead here, and Matt Fleming way back here down into the dirt. He is not going to be happy about this one. As Jack Scoville takes over the lead, Doug Ward comes through next. Doug Ward, Thomas Meeks battling it out for second. Jack Scoville out in front. We got a little bit of time. We're going to go take a look at this incident with Matt Fleming here. See exactly what happened as we rewind. We're going to go to the far chase here. Scoville, of course, in that draft. Looks like he might have actually. He gave the bump, but Meeks was loose, and in he went, and contact with Fleming. As that one is going to probably fall under review at the end of the night. Jack Scoville, Thomas Biggs, Dakota Collins, and Doug Ward all right there up front with Jesse Erdman. As we have a new leader here, Jack Scoville, of course, has got one more pit stop to contend with. Looks like Matt Fleming's got it back under control. It did not look like he took a pit either. As he just went down into the grass and everything. It looked like he might have saved the car. So a little bit of rub on the car, but nothing really damaged on the car, which is a good thing for him. He doesn't want to fall too far off. On a questionable pass, we'll call it right here, as that one kind of shook things up a little bit. Scoville, Meeks, Collins, Ward, Ward gets underneath Jesse Erdman. Erdman coming around on the high side. Erdman getting the pass done. As now the PGR cars are all taking control of. The PGR has taken control of the top 5 here tonight. As the Scoville, Erdman, and Ward all race for their Prime Grid Racing's team. The official team of the league here. Thomas Meeks does not have any buddies up front, that is for sure right now. But he's got Dakota Collins in his rearview mirror. As Collins is looking to maybe try and get around Meeks. Collins, of course, very fast. He is pretty fast as a driver, but can he keep it under control? Matthew Gall's back up in this fight, along with Robert Lawson, too. They, of course, got Cody Sanderson. There's Landon Bednard working through traffic. He's got Brandon Berry underneath, looking to go underneath him if he can get there. It is kind of draft dependent right now. If you lose the draft, you're gonna really be in trouble. Dakota Collins works around Meeks. Meeks is, who was the leader, now finds himself back in third. We go look at the pit. Oh my! As we see something happen. Oh my! Jack Scoville finds himself in trouble, and now Scoville's out of the back now, battling with Meeks. Scoville's just gonna give it up, as I think he does have damage. We can see a couple of incidences we can look at here. We see something happen with Jonathan Wiley. Erdman, of course, contact with the wall. Dakota Collins leading the race right now. As things kind of got crazy here in Atlanta, but let's go take a look at what happened to Jonathan Wiley. Jonathan just went too high. I think he just grabbed the wall. Wall grabbed him like glue. Then he just kind of went around, locked it down, and you see a bunch of drivers just kind of duck out of that. And he's up on the high side. Didn't go all the way around, so no caution there. It should have been. Of course, by the time I see it, it's too late. Cody Sanderson coming out of the grass. He mowed the lawn, everybody. He mowed that lawn. Just saying, he's seen all the grass get, now there's a bunch of grass on the track. Not exactly what we want to see. Dakota Collins now in control of this race. With 92 laps in. Thomas Biggs, Jesse Erdman, Jack Scoville, and Doug Ward. Matthew Gall looking like he's going to join this picture here. As it doesn't get the move done on Ward. Nearly door to door. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. Looks like he's not going to have quite the advantage just yet. As the high side is pretty fast here tonight. But it looks like Gall finally gets it done. Ward clearly in trouble with it, as he might be having that front right side just having some damage or tightening up on it. Obviously, a couple of drivers, when they go in the pits, they're probably going to utilize their faster cars late in the game. Finally, as we're 94 laps into this 130 lap race. For everybody out there watching, though, if you like the style of racing, remember to hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not bite very often. Well, sometimes it does, other times it does not. As Jesse Erdman scraping the wall, he's just trying to catch up to Dakota Collins, and Collins late on the run. Does he not have the car to go the long run here? I'm sure we're going to find out as 45 is steadily creeping in that rear view bigger than ever. There's Jack Scoville. Scoville, of course, looking into the picture once again. He looks like he's all patched up. Thomas Biggs loose in another position. See Jesse Erdman right on the back bumper of Dakota Collins. Collins looking to defend, it looks like. He's trying to stay in Erdman's line. Erdman's being pretty smart just by remaining unpredictable. Collins has got to know that Jesse Erdman is right there. Collins is going to let this one go and come back on it on the high side. Gets a big run on the exit. As now looks like Erdman actually has a little bit of backup here. Jack Scoville comes to the picture. We're going to have a three-way battle for the lead. As Dakota Collins finds himself under big pressure from Jesse Erdman and Jack Scoville. Collins, of course, has to stay out front. He's got to keep it on the limit, but not so much on the limit that you're burning up that tire. Scoville having contact to the wall. If you wind up trying to ride that lightning on that high side, you're going to wind up in it sometimes. I do apologize if my voice sounds a little off here tonight. Now Jesse Erdman sees the mistake from Collins. Collins comes back. Big run on the exit. And Erdman has no choice but to get back in that draft. As he's trying to make the inside line stick. The high side, you get big, massive runs there. And Collins with a little bit of contact with that wall. Erdman's going to maybe try and pinch him up towards the wall on the exit if he can. Does not. It's unsuccessful there. As Erdman just stays right in it, just stays on it in turns 3 and 4. I feel like you want to run a midline in turns 3 and 4. Erdman and Collins having contact with the wall. Erdman kind of followed suit there. I don't know if that was nothing really there. As every point does matter here, as Jesse Erdman is points leader. Erdman gets loose on the exit. Collins stays out. Scoville comes through. And now Scoville's going after the chase down a win here tonight. We got Jimmy Emos kind of shaking things up as they got contested with lap cars here. Lap cars, of course, do not have to give up anything. Jimmy gets on the throttle, gets out in front of Collins. Jimmy gets loose. And then, lo and behold, here we go. Scoville and Collins up front battling for the lead here. The Ruger man and Dakota Collins. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting battle here. As the Fight ALS car is in position, striking distance of the leader. 27 laps to go. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned after this brief commercial break from the ALS Association.
Separated through the miles, searching for the answer. We found love in separate ways. Heartbreak is a wonderful price to pay. We came so far through our weakness. We found a love, even the stars between us won't marry us.
As we're watching this one back, pit stop dance has began here at Atlanta. We go look at the pit stop strategies that drivers are using. Dakota Collins is 41 laps in on his fuel on this set of tires alone. Cody Keller, 36 lap full tires along with Landon Bednar, so they did pit around the same time. And Perry and Sanderson on back is 41 lap full tires. So a couple different strategies playing out here. Now, Dakota Collins, of course, having 42 lap full tires, has got Cody Keller chopping at the bit to get into the lead. He's got to decide when he wants to pit. Now, Brandon Perry enters the pit early. 21 to go. Now, what you don't want to do is what Brandon Perry has done in the past, which is captain blown tires. Just saying, blown tires happen on the game. You get the meatball, and then it's game over. That is not the case for some drivers. It does not look like. However, it looks like Dakota Collins is setting up to come down pit road with 20 to go. As they enter the pit road now, Keller, it looks like Bednar's lost it coming down pit road. Cody Sanderson's going to take over the lead of this race and lead his first lap here tonight. It looks like Gabriel Garcia is going to stay out also. Take up some track position. You got Matt Fleming getting back into this one as he's getting scored third. Of course, you got Thomas Meigs, who was out in front, led 73 laps back and forth. So a very interesting day of strategy here for some drivers. Matt Fleming, of course, been a while since you won on the network here, as we'd probably be looking forward to it. He has to come down to pit road to cycle through. He's going to get his final pit stop of the night out of the way. His tires were 44 laps in. Looks like Thomas Meeks, though, he should have he's got it to go the distance. Gabriel Garcia does not. 45 lap old tires. He's coming down pit road. Thomas Meeks is going to regain the lead. As strategy comes into play a little bit here, we did see the early on deal where Thomas Meeks and Matt Fleming, of course, got into it with one another. Now Matt Fleming finds himself a lap down with 17 to go here in the race. Matthew Gall and Jack Scoville battling it out, and of course they are on fresh tires, except for Matthew Gall, who's not. He's on 13 lap old tires. He's on older tires than Scoville. Scoville is on the freshies. So Scoville could essentially catch Meeks if he can get into open air. We'll find out as, oh my, something happened with Gabriel Garcia tonight. Gabriel Garcia losing it on the exit, just down into the wall, self-spin again. Another self-spin amongst drivers here tonight as it's beating people up. Thomas Meeks out in front with a 3.2 lead. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned after this brief message from the ALS Association.
I wanna know who you really are, what you dream about at night. I wanna know who you really are, baby, come into the light. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know who you really are, what you dream about at night. I wanna know who you really are, baby, come into the light. I wanna know you. I wanna know you.
Jack Scoville trying to push it to the limit on catching up to Thomas Meeks. He's actually lost time. Now Meeks 3.6 ahead of everybody. He is set to win this thing. If he can keep it out in front and fast all night long. Now Scoville 4.2 back. Gall makes the pass. Now Matthew Gall, remember, he's got older tires than Scoville, and Scoville might have burned him up. But it looks like Jesse Erdman might be coming into this picture battle for second place here. There's Gall, Scoville, and Erdman out there. Gall gets loose. He's mowing the lawn, as he goes through the infield. Saves the car, of course. Cody Keller nearly into the rear. And then you got Ward and Perry, obviously set to do really well here tonight if they can get some good position here. As it's 5 seconds to the leader now between Scoville and Meeks with 6 to go. For everybody out there, just keep in mind this is a Fight ALS Association race. If you want to go and pass a donation, there is a link in the description where you can do so. It all goes to a great cause for the ALS Association, which fights off ALS and everything else, but also to provide support for families like a few of the drivers that are in this league. Their parents and loved ones do struggle with it, so it's helped to support and aid in the fight for ALS, as you see it on that big logo there. We got 5 laps to go here, so just under 2.5, just over 2.5 minutes remaining of the race. As drivers keep it out there, keep it up front. They're all just kind of locked in at this point. Nobody's really gaining anything here. As Meeks, Scoville, Erdman, Keller, and Matthew Gall look to seal their seat in the top 5 here at the end of the race. Stay tuned, as I will be doing a brief driver interview for all the top 5 here. You'll want to stay tuned again tomorrow night as Blackout Racing League's own drivers come into play, the Xfinity series. You will not want to miss that one, as the drivers now travel to Iowa for the YCD Throwdown, as that one's going to be 160 laps at Iowa, and you will not want to miss that one. Still working on the name, though, as I believe we got to come up with something different for it. And then, of course, Saturdays, of course, won't be alive again until Monday night with the very fast F1 machines here at Prime Grid Racing. As if you're interested in racing a little bit of F1 action, these guys hosted a really good F1 league right now, running the Williams FW31. Thomas Meeks crossing the line for the final time. Currently leading the race by 4.7, so the gap did close a little bit from Scoville, as is kind of coming to a close here. Thomas Meeks will win here at Atlanta for the Fight ALS 195 right here on the Blackout Racing Network. And of course, you got Scoville, Erdman, Keller, and Matt Gall, our top 5. Doug Ford, Brandon Perry, Dakota Collins, Cody Sanderson, Matt Fleming, Landon Bednarz, Gabriel Garcia, Robert Lawson, Ivan Deshawn, Mascot Mike, Elliot Jacobson, Jimmy Emos, Zachary Crabtree, Jonathan Wiley, Ben Madden, Charles Balance round out the field. But up front, racing that number 55, gets the win once again. 3 in a row for him. This is Thomas Meeks. Jesse Erdman giving him a little rub. Good job type deal. As Meeks is going to give us a little bit of a smoke show, I think, here. Everybody kind of give him their congratulations to him, as he's going to let it rip here. There it is, as he lets it rip here. Landon Bednarz being the usual nuisance. And there it goes, as Meeks lets it rip down here. So we're going to go up and bring up Matthew Gall next. We're going to see how he feels after this win here, and see how he feels after this one. Matt.
What's up?
What a great job here tonight. You got a top 5 once again. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel like I could have done better. You know, I sped in the pits once. I got EOL there. Had to start with an EOL. Slid through the grass with like 6 to go. Held on to it though, but you know, I feel like I could have got a top 3, but 5th is good, man. I'll take a top 5 out here anytime.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one, and mistakes cost you a couple positions, but ultimately it's still top 5 at the end of the night. Great job.
Yep, appreciate it. Felt pretty good. It was loose at the end for sure, man. The sun came out, the track temperature went up like 7 degrees, and that last set was junk, but you know, held on to it as best as I could, and it was a good race. So We'll take it.
All right. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on?
Yeah, Lone Wolf Racing, my teammates out here, Mike Babanchek, Robert Lawson. These guys are a great group to run with. You know, the league for putting it on PGR. Appreciate them and everything that they do. You know, Natural Life, TX.com, Mag Real Estate, all those companies that support me. And yeah, man, that's about it. So appreciate you doing the broadcast.
What about the ALS Association?
The what?
The ALS Association, their sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, I totally forgot about that. My bad. ALS for sponsoring the race. Appreciate them coming on and doing that. And I think that's all I got. Any others I missed that you know of?
No, it's the ALS Association.
Yeah. Okay. ALS Association.
Don't worry. We'll get you straightened out later on. Good luck to you in the next one, man. Great job.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Matthew Gall with bringing home 5th place. Now let's go to driver of the number 2, Cody Keller. Cody.
Brandon Smith.
You got 4th place here tonight. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good. Had a strong car, dude. Strong Wheels America racing car. Felt like I had a potential for at least a top 2. Chasing them down there at the end. A late slide. Kind of cost me some more time, but good car, good race. It was a good time.
Yes. I mean, you went and you definitely drove it off. It looked like you had some pace at the beginning to just kind of fall off as the night went.
Had a little mishap there, put me in the back of the field, had to work through some traffic. And then felt like I was running the field down. I could save my stuff. At the end, I had a 3-second gap coming out of the last pit stop. Got it down to 1.7. Had a slide there at the end. Kind of set me back to that 3-second point again, and then just didn't have enough laps left to get her done.
All right, man. Well, great job here tonight. Any shout-outs you got to do?
Yeah, dude, I'd just like to shout out Flagship, all the Flem Dog guys, Landon Meeks, Matt Fleming, just getting me into this oval stuff here a little bit more, and then just really seeing the progress finally show. Thanks to PGR for putting on a great event. Thanks to Blackout Motorsports for always doing a great broadcast. I believe this event's for ALS, so if you can donate to that, that'd be great. So just appreciate everybody involved.
Thank you for that, Cody Keller. I'll get you out of here. Great job here tonight. Congrats on the top 5.
Thank you, Brandon Smith.
Thank you. So that was Cody Keller bringing home that one. And now let's go talk to driving that number 45 Toyota Camry, the PGR machine, driven by Jesse Ehrman. Let's hear from him next. Jesse? Hello? Jesse?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I'm live. Anyway, you got a top 3. How does this one feel?
It feels pretty good, you know, considering I'm not feeling so hot, but you know, this makes me feel a little bit better. It's a fun race, you know. Sorry if I caused that first incident. I spun it a little bit, but I think someone hit me in the rear and kind of helped me a little bit. But either way, and then sorry to Dakota there. Got a little physical with him there, but it was kind of hard racing. But yeah, fun race.
Yes, I mean you got the top on the podium here once again. Definitely a fun little battle you had with a few of the drivers out there. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody out there?
Shout out to all the boys that show up every week, and then shout out to the admins and to all the people out there watching, and of course yourself for putting on a good stream.
All right, thank you for that, Jesse. I'm going to get you out of here. Congrats on a top 3 finish here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That's Jesse Urban, and now let's go here from driving that ALS Association Toyota Camry, the one and only, the Ruger man, Jack Scoville. Let's hear from him. Scoville.
What's going on?
What a night. It looked like you almost had the chance at getting the win, but sadly you blew it. How was this one for you?
Bittersweet. Came home second. That's great. It's great for the sponsor on the car, the ALS Foundation. Can't speak enough about the people there, and what they do for the disease and the people with the disease, and research and everything else. But really, just at the end of the race, not really something you wanted to see. Glad I could bring home second. Very happy with that, but would have liked to see what I had. That's all.
Well, you ran a great race nonetheless, and you still got on the second step of the podium. Great job there. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching?
Yeah, I'll shout out Tatum. I'll shout out my dad. And shout out you for putting it on. BP for PGR and having me on the team, and everybody who came out to race.
All right, man. Well, great job here tonight. Congrats on a second place finish here.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. There's Jack Scoville. And now let's go up to tonight's winner. Driving that Wheels America number 55 Chevrolet Camaro, Thomas Bakes. Let's hear from him next. Thomas.
Hello.
Once again, you get the dub. How is this one for you?
It was nice. I really didn't think pitting so early and undercutting was going to work out too well. I had damage, and I could tell, so I was falling back from the leader. So I felt like I just needed to go in, fix the damage, try the undercut. But I really didn't think I was going to be able to hold them off with a 10 to even 13, tire gap on these, especially with how bad the wear is here. So I'm really not expecting, that part of it.
The pace was definitely there throughout the entire night. How did the long run feel that you had?
I could tell the difference in the long run. I would get real loose on entry. And then sometimes if I'm, not backing up my corner enough, I was real tight in center, and that just messes up your whole exit. But yeah, over the long run, you can definitely tell the tire wear. And then you can definitely tell if you have damage too. It does hurt the car a lot.
All right, man. Well, you did it. You got the number one spot here tonight at the ALS Association 195. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching?
Yeah, first off, shout out to Fight ALS. I believe there's a link you could go and donate, so I'd encourage people to do that. It's a big deal. I know they've been in many of our races and sponsored many races, so appreciate them. And shout out to all of the flagship team that showed up tonight, even the ones that didn't, Michael James. But it was, shout out to them, Wazel Wash, Flim Dogs Auto Repair, Wheels America Racing, Wheels America, Oasis Sim Racing, can't forget them. Shout out to BP. So appreciate everything.
All right, thank you for that. I'm going to get you out of here. Congrats, man. And, enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Thomas Bakes enjoying Victory Lane as it was a great night. As Tatum in the chat, everybody, Jack Scoville's girlfriend. For everybody out there watching, if you like seeing this type of style racing, hit that like button, hit that sub button. We are trying to creep up on 500 subscribers here, which will help out big time towards the network. Also, stay tuned tomorrow night as Blackout Racing League's finest takes center stage at Iowa. You will not want to miss it as the Xfinity machines step on the track once again to fight it out as the championship battle continues over there. Have a good night, everybody. Remember, open your heart and pass a donation to the ALS Association. I included a link in the description. Then you can go ahead, click. It'll bring you right to the website. Have a great night, everyone, and I'm out of here. See ya.
I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind?